Hello, Wildman Rouse here with a dodgy shirt, back with some great pictures this week from the supermoon, so keep watching. Now, I'm sorry I wasn't here last week. I was on a much-needed holiday, so we're back with a bang. I looked at the weather forecast this week. I saw when it was going to be perfect for the supermoon rise just after sunset, so it'd be nice and red. And I took a gamble and went down to my owl site, and oh my God, did I get lucky or what? Well, it comes from a lot of field experience as well, but look at this. This is my fourth favourite shot, and normally I do top three for you, right? But this is the fourth because I can't decide the top one. That's a bit weird. But this is certainly the fourth. So this is the first angle that I managed to get of the little owl with the moon, and I couldn't get low enough. It was so frustrating. I tried to get lower to get the little owl against the moon, because there was still enough light on the little owl to define it so I could actually see it. Anyway, this is the best I got. Just the numbers so that you know. Shutter speed of a 20th of a second, ISO 3200. And you can see there that it's just a nice picture, simple composition, and it works. And there's no point brightening the little owl. It should be just as it is there. So that's my fourth favourite from last week. Wow. Now, just before I did that, I went to the barn owl nest, okay? And I thought, oh, this is brilliant. I'll get the barn owl maybe against the supermoon. Yeah, that didn't work. It went off hunting somewhere else. But I did get some really beautiful pictures of it flying around the nest. This is just after the sun had set, this one. So again, very high ISO 3200. Coming in with the vole. I really like it. Very simple color palette. I've got a whole sequence of it coming across, but I like this one because it's not like obscured by all the trees behind. The trees form part of the picture in the bottom right hand corner. And what a beautiful bird the barn owl is. I absolutely love it. Anyway, so soaring into the nest. Some very, very happy chicks, I'm sure, waiting for their dinner. I like that. And that's my third favourite picture of the week. Now, it's a bit weird this because I've got two favourites, so I can't kind of decide which one, and I'll be interested in the comments below. Include you lot, Wild Bunchers, watching this. Remember, you've got your extra bonus content at the end of this, so stick it in the comments below what your favourite is of these two, because I would love to know. Boom. Wow, look at that. That was literally just as the sun was setting. I love shooting like this. I live to shoot like this. I live to shoot into the light. It's what I do, and I just come alive when I do it. Usually, I get nothing except a beautiful scene and nothing in it. This time, I got the barn owl flying across. I deliberately sat looking into the setting sun. Deliberately. So I'd be raking across. I darken the exposure right down. And I think it worked beautifully because the lit wings are amazing. Yes, I would have preferred the back wing to be up a bit more with its feathers out, so it would actually light up as well. But I can only do what I can do. But I love that. It's caught the front of the owl well. I've given it space to breathe, and I like taking these black light pictures. That's what I call them, because it's art, and I like to be slightly different. Yes, I like taking beautiful animal pictures, but I like taking these too, and I think it works well. And of course, the camera loves it because autofocus of these subjects is very easy because there's a huge contrast, and cameras love contrast. And without going into geekdom about contrast and AF, the bigger the contrast, the easier the AF. My other joint favourite, wait, are you ready? Boom! Yes, I managed to get the little owl against the rising moon. It was actually hunting in a grassland area with a quite an unusual pole there. I positioned myself deliberately with a pole in the middle of the moon. It meant I had to keep gently moving myself around as the moon rose. And I managed to get a couple of pictures of the little owl actually on the post. I would have liked it with its wings out, and the only ones I did get cut the side of the moon, and they don't work with the composition. So this one's ISO 3200, you can see, and a shutter speed of a 30th of a second. So you can see that this is actually quite low light. And I really like this. And I've processed it to have a little bit of light in the sky because you can see those flares out the side of the moon. I really like that. I think they were clouds being lit up. I think it was quite cool. I like it. It's a very simple picture. So it's one of those two pictures. It's either this one, my favourite, or this one. I'd like to know what you think below. Now, because I've been on holiday, I haven't been processing a lot of the past stuff that I always like to show you, but I have processed a few pictures from the Brazil trip, and you're going to see a few weekly diaries coming up from the Brazil trip. Here's one I processed. It's been on social media the past few days. It's created a lot of stir. It's a sunbitten display. Normally the sunbitten is sitting there like this, looking around. I'm thinking, why is everyone going on about this sunbitten? But boom! It opened its wings to threaten a Quatimundi that was coming to drink at the pool where it was sitting. I suspect this is the male because the female was sitting in the bush watching. And this was the one doing the threatening. Amazing. Look at those colours. It was absolutely incredible. What beautiful wing patterns. ISO 400 this one because there was a lot of light, and when I processed I just vignetted the side. But you can see really, really beautiful colours on that. Look at it. Absolutely stunning. All right, here's another one I just processed, which was a very rare encounter with an ocelot, which I absolutely loved. And we're just going to announce our Brazil tour for next year, and we will be visiting the Ocelot Ranch as well, because let's hope that it's still coming in. But really beautiful light, lovely attentive gaze, and it's lovely glaze on it. You can see there that this ocelot is not looking straight at me, it's looking offset. Well, that's deliberate, okay, because often when a cat looks at the camera, it can be off-putting to people, particularly clients that want to buy images. They want something gentle and nice that people can look at, and a cat slightly offset, I think, does that. Really nice composition there, simple background, a little bit of bokeh, lovely light right in the front of the cat, boom, and what a beautiful cat. The only time I've seen an ocelot before was in Edinburgh Zoo when they used to have them a long time ago. So to see a wild ocelot, absolutely amazing and an amazing pleasure. The other one I processed was this giant otter. We had brilliant encounters with giant otters because we stay away from everyone else. We don't stay at the main lodges when we go to Brazil. We see a fair amount more wildlife, and we had a couple of really good giant otter dens. It was amazing. This is the female poking her head out as we went by. We don't stop, we just went cruise gently by. It was so cute. I love it. You can see she's got all the sand on her face. She's obviously digging out. She had teats, so she probably has young. They dig several dens, and so she probably has young. Who knows? We didn't stick around to find out. But gorgeous picture. Those lovely eyes, the tilt of the head, the roots around. I processed it literally as seen, and I absolutely love this. Giant otters are just the most fun that you can have with your clothes on. Probably shouldn't say things like that, but I don't really care. Now, I've just announced my Ecuador tour for next year, and we're going to go back to the cloud forest, which is going to be really, really amazing. So if you want to come with us on the most amazing bird photography tour in a beautiful habitat, we're going to go and see condors as well from the top. We've got a special permit so we can go to the top of the cliffs. Everything we do is wild and free. There's no captives here. We stay in beautiful lodges. You get the chance to do beautiful bird life. We might do some mammals as well if you can find them around. The lodges are great. The photography is great. You can do a lot of the photography actually from the lodges. So if you are interested in the Ecuador tour, which has got 6 places for next June, okay, to photograph some of these species you've seen on the screen, then here is my links page. So you can scan this barcode or go to the links and have a look. And the Ecuador tour is live now. And the big news as well is that I have my bonding now as a tour operator, so it's covered by a membership of the Travel Trust Association, so you can be assured that when you travel with us, your money is insured and safe and not being used to fund my yacht in the Caribbean. Oh, last thing we're doing a conservation donation from every tour for 2025 to a local conservation project that's actually working on the environment that we work in. For this one, it'll probably be the Rainforest Concern, which is a fantastic British-based charity that protects rainforests and habitats around the world. Anyway, remember to vote below for what your favourite picture is, the barn owl or the little owl. Wild bunches, please stay tuned for your bonus content. All right, everybody, hope that's enjoyable, and I'll see you again next week. Bye now. Bye-bye.